Today I'm showing you how I make one of my flavored ciders. As you can see, I do not have any production whatsoever, just storage. So we are taking it back and going old school, where I am blending in these corny kegs. We are gonna let them sit for 24 hours or longer to help clarify it, and then transfer just a normal 6-barrel. Definitely not ideal, not efficient, but that's what I'm working with. First things first, need a little bit of cider. Okay, these suckers have been cleaned and sitting on the bottom is sandy, so I am gonna pop these lids on, shake these suckers up so it hits all the surface area. Alright, the kegs have been cleaned and sanitized. Our hoses have been cleaned and sanitized. Our Sankeys, cleaned and sanitized. And our measuring cup sanitized. The goal is to get the cider out of these, which is finished cider of our off dry, into here, and then add our puree, which is real fruit, before we start transferring from there to here. We need to purge these kegs with CO2 to get all the oxygen out. Now, we want to get all the oxygen out because if there is any oxygen left in these kegs, when we transfer from those kegs to these kegs, it can oxidize the cider and ruin the cider. Got the puree in our corny kegs, and now we need to transfer from the 6-barrel to the corny keg. We have our CO2 right here, Sankey ball lock. Before we transfer, we need to sandy everything real quick. The CO2 is going to push the cider out of this keg into the corny keg, and then we'll shake it up and blend it. Put some CO2 on this. Let it sit in cold storage to cold crash so all the puree settles to the bottom, and then we'll transfer back from here back into here, and then it'll be ready. So before we transfer, we just want to make sure we get all the air out of the lines. So I'm just going to run some cider through. This oxygen that's in the line will not get into our corny keg. The line full of cider. Boom. And that's how I blend some of my ciders. Not efficient, very time consuming, not sexy, but it gets the job done.